It is one of the toughest debates in Washington. It is playing out in a new way this morning. In a pair of weekly addresses, both President Obama and a top Republican hit the internet to tackle the issue of economic recovery and spending. While the president highlighted a new solar plant in California, Senator Mitch McConnell raised questions about taxpayer money.
With projects like this one and others across this country, we are staking our claim to continued leadership in the new global economy.
After maxing out the national credit card on a failed stimulus bill and a government-run health care bill, they want even more.
So let's bring in NBC's Mike Vaquera live at the White House. Good Saturday morning to you, Mike.
Morning, Alex.
So it all comes down to what? Jobs, spending, and energy?
Yeah, listen, these parties here, the president leading, of course, the Democratic Party, Mitch McConnell, a leader in the Senate, they're looking for distinctions to draw. We are exactly 1 month out. It is October 2nd today, bright and early here in Washington. November 2nd, the day of those midterm elections. Everything at stake, with many people predicting that Republicans are going to take the majority in the House and perhaps even the Senate. What the president was talking about was part of the stimulus package. He's been defending it. Republicans have been attacking it. Polls show the public thinks it was not as effective as it could have been. The president had a lot of things in there for his signature issue: a green economy, weatherizing houses, wind farms, advanced technological batteries to power what he calls the economy of the future. He does not want those kinds of capabilities going to India and China. He looks at the Republicans' pledge to America. He says they would slash the budget and it would cost a lot of these programs and we would lose our competitive edge, not to mention 1,000 jobs, for example, at that solar plant out in California. Meanwhile, Republicans, for their part, hammering away at the president. The latest issue, of course, whether to extend those Bush-era tax cuts. And Mitch McConnell really did take after the president this morning because Democrats left town for the elections. They're going to be gone more than a month, 6 weeks or so, without extending those Bush tax cuts. Of course, you know that there was a great disagreement about how to go forward with that. The president favoring tax cuts for everyone except those making more than $250,000. Some Democrats joining Republicans in saying everybody should get those tax cuts extended, at least for the short term. The president off to Camp David for a weekend here. Beautiful weekend in Washington in a few minutes. But when he gets back, the policies, the fights, the politics are going to continue. He's going to be hitting the road, more of those Moving America Forward rallies. He's got 3 more, including next weekend in Philadelphia, trying to rally the base, trying to close that enthusiasm gap. But independents are another matter. Alex, polls show that they are trending Republican, and that spells trouble for the president.
Yeah, it's not like the president's resting up there at Camp David. Isn't the vice president joining him? I mean, this is a working weekend, right?
Absolutely, and they always are. But the president, you know, he doesn't head to Camp David quite as much as his predecessors. He's got 2 young children here. They have various recreational activities over the weekend, so the president stays in town. But it sure looks like a nice day shaping up for the Catoctin Mountains of Maryland, where Camp David is located, Alex.
Ooh, that was impressive right there. Nice going, Mike Vaquera.
Native Marylander.
Show off. Great. All right, talk to you in a bit.